today's topic is a hot one. Getting ghosted. I just have to laugh. So you're playing the side chick. How he left you in the dark. That isn't so nice, now is it? I'm Tina, and on this side of the internet, it's all about self-love, self-growth, and self-development. So he ghosted you. He didn't reply to your text. He didn't call you back. How infuriating. How annoying. How rude. And how absolutely unchivalry-like. This guy opened his phone, looked through his chats, saw your text, and purposefully opened it, read it, did not reply, and you still want to text him back. And you still want to text him back. Are you for real right now? And to make things worse, you want to call him. He read your text, opened it, didn't reply, and now you want to add fuel to the fire by calling him. Do you know what kind of energy that gives? Desperate energy. Pick me vibes. That's the truth. This guy opened his phone. He purposefully ignored your text. He was literally sending you a message that, girl, I don't want you. I don't want to talk to you. How louder can that message get for you? How clearer can that message get for you that this guy is not interested in you? He doesn't want communication ongoing, and he doesn't want to continue talking to you. And you want to call him. You, my dear, who has been watching my videos for the past month now, you want to call him. Leave. Just leave. Because that is an act of self-hatred. Begging for attention, begging for communication, begging for picky validation. That is giving self-hatred, my friend. Around here, we don't do that. And let me just give you a clearer picture of what this situation actually means. The fact that this guy opened his phone, looked at your text, saw your missed calls, and purposefully chose not to reply to any of them means he doesn't have any respect for you. Because if this guy had the slightest bit of respect for you, he would have at least called back or texted back and been like, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, I was caught up, something came up, this happened. But he hasn't done any of that. He has literally left you wondering. This guy has done you the inconvenience of giving you anxiety, leaving you worrying about him, leaving you wondering what might have happened to him. Did I do something wrong? Might I have maybe said something that pissed him off in our last conversation? He's leaving you in a state of worry. You are allowing yourself to get worried over someone who doesn't have the slightest bit of worry about you. Do you know how terrible and how... Do you know just how crazy that is? Do you just know how crazy that is? And for a lady of your caliber, a lady of your make, a lady of your level, to stoop so low as to further communication with someone who has literally cut you off is a clear indication that your self-worth is low. Girl, I don't care how well put together you look. I don't care how many self-help books you've read. I don't care how many tutorials on confidence you've watched. If you're still doing that kind of shit, it means you have low self-worth. You don't value yourself enough. You don't love yourself enough. You don't treasure your peace enough. You should treasure your mental peace so badly that if anything or anyone was coming and trying to put you off, you'd be like, you know what? I'm out. I'm off it. Immediately, I'm off it. But that's not what you're doing. You, my friend, my beautiful, beautiful friend, are simping. You are simping. Do you know what simping does to you? Do you know what simping makes you look like? Simping makes you look like a low life, self-hating chick. Not even girl, not even lady, chick. And do you know what kind of message this guy is interpreting in his head every time you continue to force communication with him? In his mind, he's like, I have her in the bag. I've ghosted her, I've ghosted her, I've refused to call back, and she's still catching up, she's still reaching out. I have her in the bag. She's falling for me. I can manipulate her. I can use her. That is literally what that guy is thinking right now. And you know what the funny thing is? Ghosting you is actually a manipulative tactic. He's using that to gauge just how deep you've fallen for him. And if he can go without texting you, calling you, and you still reach back, it gives him the tick that, yeah, she's fallen for me. I have her in the bag. Now you know what that guy's going to do? He's either going to do two things. He's either never going to reach out again because he'll close the chapter knowing that he won. Or two, he's going to reach back and you'll be so giddy over it. You'll be like, oh, finally he's texted me. Oh my God, I was about to die. But you know what he's going to do after texting you back? He's going to use you. He's going to manipulate you. He's going to make you do things you'd never imagine. Because he knows you don't have enough self-respect to stand up for yourself as a lady and to say no. Because if you couldn't walk out the moment he ghosted you, it means you can't walk out even when he starts pushing past your boundaries. That is literally what this guy has learned about you. And you know another thing? This guy did you the inconvenience of going ghost on you with no explanation, with no sense of courtesy of being like, yo, I need to let this girl know. Maybe I won't be around for a while. But he didn't do that. He went ghost on you. He went Houdini on you. Ladies, you will do him the most beautiful, absolutely wonderful inconvenience of cutting off access. You will not call him. You will not text him. You will not in any way ask his friends where he is. You will go silent. Because as a lady, you need to have enough self-worth and self-respect to understand that this man doesn't have enough respect for me to reach out and to reciprocate my communication and my feelings. Why should I put myself out of order to reach out? You should have enough self-worth and self-love to understand that it doesn't matter who you love, you will always love yourself first. If this guy had the slightest love for you, he would have reached out, but he didn't, because he doesn't. And if he's not texting you, if he's not calling you, if he's not checking up on you, I can bet my head that he's doing that to some other girl. You're shocked. Please don't be shocked. Don't be. If all that energy he was giving is not being directed to you, believe you me, it's being directed to some other chick. So you're playing the side chick. Now do you still want to call him? I thought so. So if he goes ghost on you, let him live. Let him fly. Let the butterfly live. You are going to take all that attention, all that concern, and all that worry, and you're going to put it back into yourself. You're going to look after yourself. You're going to love yourself. You're going to invest in your emotional well-being. Because you matter. You are the prize. Not him. Not James O'Neill. Not Barack Bryan. You are the prize. Not him. So let him pull that ghost stunt, whatever he's trying to pull. At the end of the day, you deserve better. You deserve a man who can give you attention, someone who values you for who you are, someone who can treat you the way you deserve to be treated. And if he can't measure up to that, the door. The effing door. Period. Now that you've come to terms with the fact that he's ghosted you and he's probably never gonna reach out, what next? You might probably relapse at some point. Yeah, like right now, you might follow my advice and be like, yeah, I'm the prize. I'm never gonna reach out again. I'm never gonna call him. And then, when those 12 a.m. thoughts hit, you'll just find yourself dialing his number again. So I need you to follow these things that I'm about to tell you if you want to make sure you don't relapse after him ghosting you. 1, you have to cut off anything that might reconnect your conversation with him. Delete the numbers, delete the chats, block him. Because trust me, if you say you're not going to call him but you still have his number on your phone, at some point you might be tempted to call him back. So delete his number. Delete all the chats. Every single one. Be it those good morning texts, those good night texts, those I miss you texts. Delete, my friend. Every single one. Now, you have to find something to keep you busy and to keep your thoughts off him. You have to find something that will fulfill you to the point that you even forget about him. Because here's the thing. Once you get to a point where you invest all your energy into something that is benefiting you, once you invest all of your energy into something that you find fulfilling, you won't have any more time left to be focusing on him. You won't have the time to have pity parties about, oh, he ghosted me, maybe I'm not pretty enough, maybe he doesn't like me, maybe I'm not. Ladies, you won't have that time because you'll be so busy working on yourself. You'll be so busy investing love into your own self that you'll be so full. You won't need him to come and fill it for you. So you have to get something that will actually give you fulfillment. It can be a simple hobby. Drawing, listening to music. If you're the type of people who like going out, you can go to volunteer activities. You can go out with your friends. Okay? So get busy. Because if you just sit on your couch like this, you'll relapse. And nostalgia is the worst enemy in such a situation. You'll be so engrossed in thinking about all this. You'll be too busy romanticizing your past that you'll even forget how this guy actually made you feel. How he actually lost respect for you. How he cut you off without any explanation. How he left you wondering and worrying and stressing and fussing over him. How he left you in the dark. That isn't so nice now, is it? So find something to do. I hope you learned something from this video. He ghosts you, you go silent. Don't reach out. Don't call. Don't ask. Don't seek closure. You live in silence.